where we are coming from, where we're going to, and you can see that from a weekly perspective we took some liquidity right here, tapped into this monthly fair value gap, which took us all the way to this liquidity point right here. And on the daily you can see it's some kind of supply zone, and a lot of the times what you can see is that we take out the people that put their positions right here and then start retracing or reversing. And in this case, because the higher time frame narrative is still to the upside, we could expect just a retracement, which is exactly what we did. We had this market maker sell model, retraced and tapped into this daily fair value gap right here, which we completed the market maker sell model. So from now, what we can expect today is that we can see that we swept this low right here and we started to push a little bit to the upside. However, this was just a trap. As you can see, we displaced a lot to the downside right here, and people who got into buys right here are now being trapped and will be taken out. And you could see this also by looking at the DXY. The DXY, you can see that we didn't sweep the highs right here, and we just made more relative equal highs with more highs above here. So this indicates to us that we actually want to go higher for the DXY, therefore going lower for EURUSD. So my drawn liquidity for today will actually be the low right here. This will be a big level to see how we react from it. So this low will be taken out, and I want to see how we react from this level right here. So the New York session low from yesterday will be an important point. So if we go here, are we displacing to the upside and start to reverse, or are we really displacing through this and continue going down? Because we are in a position here where we have buy side liquidity open and sell side liquidity open. So we got liquidity like this, but also liquidity, a bunch of buy side liquidity right here. So we're kind of in an indecisive zone. We can see that we have some kind of market maker buy model right here. So something like this. But having in mind that we did tap into the daily fair value gap, it can be very well the case that we take this out and then start pushing up. So that's where I will be putting my alert and see how price reacts. If we don't get a reaction, that's fine, then we don't have a trade, and we will just see how we go to this level, and this level. Because if we look at the DXY on the daily, we can see that we tapped into this imbalance and started pushing a little bit down, but then we swept the low right here, which was more clear on the 1 hour, beautiful sweep, and pushed up. That tap into the daily imbalance right there corresponds with this step right here. However, as you can see, we still can retrace lower into it. It was just a tap right here, but we do have more imbalance over. It's a big one, and the same for the DXY. We could also do something like this, especially a week like this week. I think we have NFP coming up, retrace deeper inside and then start pushing down, which is very possible. So that's a few things that to be mindful of on EURUSD. So if I take positions here, I will be strictly managing them and really wait for clean setups. If we are looking at gold, then we can see that we're actually very bullish on gold. We're just keeping making new all-time highs. Right here we had a market maker buy model. We made an all-time high, we pushed down and then swept liquidity right here, and then we had market maker buy model like this, And once we took out this buy side, we actually just continued going up, showing us that gold is very strong. At some point we need to retrace or mitigate some of this bullish price action right here. As you can see, we do have volume imbalances, daily fair value gaps open, but we're not going to bet on it right now. Price doesn't show us yet that we really want to reverse, so we're not, because we're overextending to the upside, just saying okay, we're going down right now. We just wait and let the price show us where we're heading for. For this session right here, we can see that we swept the low, the high, sorry, right here. So we swept this. We are now trading a bit to the downside, and if you look at the 5 minute, we don't really have that displacement at all. So lots of people will probably be in shorts already, but they will likely get stopped out. We do something like this, push up, and then maybe we can start going down. But I wouldn't say that this is a point where you would go short, want to go short. You will probably get stopped out there. Looking at it from a perspective of shorts, so let's say that we push up right here. We do have big imbalance right here. We do have a sweep right here. So let's say we do something like this. If we push up right here, take out this high, take out the early sellers, mitigate this imbalance more, and start to displace on the lower time frame, show displacement to the downside, then it might be interesting to get in some sells and target this London low right here. So that's what I'm looking for gold. I'm not very particularly interested in other things for now. We do have this low right here, which is nice to target. We have that imbalance here, and we have a sweep. So I'm not really looking for buys at this point. I'm not looking for something like this. If we take out this, then just full port it to new all-time highs. So that's not what I'm looking for. If we look at NQ, we can see that we had some nice price action. Outlook last week was, you can find it on my X, that we had this volume imbalance right here, tap into it and start going to the sell side, which is what we did. And after that you can expect some kind of retracement, and we're now in that retracement leg. We have a tap into this daily fair value gap right here, and there may people think, okay, we're now pushing up, we had took out the sell side or displacing to the upside, go full for buys, but that's not the high time frame narrative right here. We're still very bearish on NQ, and from a higher time frame perspective, I think that this level is a good drawn liquidity point. For now we're just retracing, and we would need to see how that 930 manipulation plays out. Would love to see something like this. So dig deeper into this daily imbalance, do something like this, sweep, and then start going for sells. Something like that would be very nice to see. So that's actually it for NQ. It's very simple. NQ is a simple play. You can see that we also have some liquidity right here, so it will be very nice if we take that out, tap into this imbalance right here, which corresponds with the daily, and then start pushing down. If we do take out some sell side first, it would also be nice to get in some buys. So let's say that we manipulate, we do something like this, then 930 comes, we manipulate to the downside, sweep this, so we don't displace through it, but sweep it, sweep the Asia low, start displacing to the upside, and then you can get your entry. So these are the outlooks actually for today. On EU, it's clear we have some sell side open, and this is what we're heading for now. On NQ, we have a daily imbalance where sells are in favor. However, if we do get a sweep right here, then buys to that imbalance and to this high here can be very good if we get these the displacement to the upside. And for gold, we're just waiting for a reaction right here in this imbalance, take out the early sellers right here, and then see if we get some real sales to the downside. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments if you like these outlooks, if they help you out, and maybe we will do this more often.